Can I beat a top tier Yu-Gi-Oh deck with Cyber Dragon, Zane Truesdale's signature card?
Wait, what?
Zane Truesdale, the Cyber Dragon guy. It is an amazing day for Yu-Gi-Oh! But since my boy TJ's here, you already know what time it is. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Challenge!
Bro, why are you playing Factory?
Cause I'm about to reset you back to the settings before you even got here.
But you just as heavy as that machinery.
Damn, it's... In today's video, big dogs, I am going to be playing Zane Truesdale's signature deck, Cyber Dragon, with the new Cyber Dark cards. I made a tier list a few weeks ago saying that this deck was not so good, but I'm not gonna lie, I got a little bit of a change of heart, and now we're gonna be playing against Seto Kaiba.
Blue Eyes!
What are you called? The hidden Dokage
yeah, something like that.
Well,
in the lands of money or something.
Yeah, well, just let you know, I'm 5-8, about to be 6-8. Let's be great and decide your fate.
A win.
For me,
So you'll be 4-9. And if you guys don't want to be 4-9 like this bum, make sure you check out TheCaliEffect.com for some Raven Wing sleeves, some nice mat, and make sure you use Dokage 25.
Hey, 4-9 is a good record for a YCS event, right? Right? Like, that's okay. Like, you tried, right?
That's how many side events you won versus lost, right?
Ignore TJ's 25% off unless you're talking about his stuff, because you can go to TheCaliEffect.com and get your mats today. TJ, you won the dice roll, so I get to go first.
No, I'm going first.
Okay, that's fine. Let's duel on 3.
Wait, what?
1, 2, 3. Let's duel.
I'll start my turn out by normal summoning Primite Dragon Ether Barrel. And this is going to let me set a Primite card to my side of the board, which is going to be Primite Lordy Load. Lordy Load is going to search me a Primite card, which is going to be... What?
First, I need you to finish searching. You did something that Yu-Gi-Oh! Players aren't allowed to do.
Shower?
They're allowed to do that. They choose not to do that.
That's fair.
Adding from the deck to the hand is criminal.
Oh.
It is compulsory to activate Droll and Lockbird on your opponent unless you're top deck TJ. Unless you're top deck TJ with the Cold by the Grave. That is insane.
You know what's even crazier?
What?
This is a dragon. And it means I can link into Spirit with Eyes of Blue, which means I get to search Mausoleum in White. And because I have Mausoleum of White on the board, I can normal summon an additional level 1, which just so happens to be Sage.
And allows you to search again.
Another level 1, which is going to be Maiden of White. Maiden of White is going to allow me to place a True Light to my board by discarding her. And then I'll use my Mausoleum to boost my Spirit, with a Blue Eyes being sent to the graveyard.
To boost your Spirit is insane, because I thought the Cold by the Grave was all you needed.
Oh, no. See, this Spirit come with a Spirit Gun, and this Spirit Gun is coming for your Spirit.
He's hitting me with the Yu-Yu bars.
Yerp. Now this Spirit is going to go ahead and go to the realm, and it's going to summon a Blue Eyes, but because I summon Blue Eyes, Maiden of White will summon herself back as well. Then I'm going to use my True Light here to be able to place a trap card to my board, Majesty. I will be able to, synchro summon using some of my tuners and my monsters into a Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. And then, I will go ahead and set one card face down.
Brother man, do me a huge favor. Put this right here. Put it right there.
I got you.
Yeah. What? No. Put it in the extra monster zone.
I got you.
No balls. See, he's cheating. He's cheating because he knew what I was playing. He decided to put it in the main monster
You knew what I was playing.
But normally put it in the extra monster.
Okay, brother.
Is it my turn?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go ahead and draw my card here. That is actually lovely to see. You won't believe what I'm doing here.
Real lordy.
It's definitely lordy. I'm going to start off my turn by activating a card that you are going to love to see. Clockwork Knight allows me to be able to turn all your monsters into a banished card on the side of the field because you chained Primite Drill Beam.
Absolutely. And just to reveal my Primite, I got another dragon.
From here, I will normal summon Cyber Dragon Core and activate his effect.
Yeah.
Cyber Dragon Core allows me to add any cyber spell or trap card from my deck to my hand. The card I am going to be adding is Cyber Emergency because it's going to be an emergency, but not for me.
Oh.
I'm going to use my Cyber Emergency, allowing me to add any Light Machine monster that can't be normal summoned or set, or a Cyber monster. This one just happens to be a combination of both. Cyber Jormungandr, because that's all I'm going to say, allows me to be able to special summon itself to the side of the field so long as you control a monster. And it has an even bigger effect. This new card out of Alliance Inside allows me to take Cyber Dragon and either equip it to my Jormungandr or special summon it to my side of the field. And I'm going to choose to special summon Big Cyber Dragon, the amazing snake.
Ooh, that's a nice Cyber Dragon. It'd be crazy to send it to the graveyard.
Why'd you do that?
Because it's the name Cyber Dragon.
I'm being set up.
And it's a level 5.
I'm being set up.
You are being framed in the Hall of Fame of losers.
From there, I will activate Cyber Dark Realm, allowing me to be able to add a Cyber Dark monster from my deck to my hand. This is where you've messed up. Because the monster that I'm going to add is Cyber Dark Chimera. Using the effect of Cyber Dark Realm, I will touch bases with Zane Truesdale's evil side and normal summon Cyber Dark Chimera to my side of the field.
Okay.
From here, I will use my Cyber Dragon Core for a Link Summon to continue to cook you. It's going to be Clockwork Knight. Now I have a couple of, I still have effects, sir.
That's fine. I just want you to know that they will be tributed before you can resolve those effects.
Well, one of them's going to get resolved. It don't matter how you say it. I can't believe you're nibbing your own board, all right?
Absolutely.
You could have Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon into the big Blue Eyes guy. You could have did things, Kaiba.
And then made your token bigger?
Yes.
No.
Oh. Well, anyways, my Clockwork Knight will send my Cyber Dark Realm to the graveyard to be able to add from my deck to my hand. Where's that card? Please tell me I have it. This is not an illegal activation. Oh my god, here it is. Clockwork Knight, here it is. Since you did send all my monsters to the graveyard, you triggered the effect of my Cyber Dark Chimera. This allows me to be able to send any Cyber Dark monster from my deck to the graveyard that isn't one on my field and graveyard. I'm going to choose Cyber Dark Worm. And I'm still not done. TJ, I think that's the first time you did it, but you activated a monster effect.
No.
So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle up, but I'm going to activate Triple Tactics Talent. But this time, I'm going for 2. By the way, where'd you want that token? Right here?
Yeah.
You sure you don't want it right here?
No, it's...
Here you go, big dog. Give me the 2.
Which 2?
Give me the 2.
Which
give
2?
Give me 2 cards. That's, I mean, low-key, that's all I need, but yes, yes, sir. I'm going to first start off by activating my Cyber Dark Worm. This card can special summon itself to the side of the field if I have a Cyber Dragon on my field or in my graveyard. But the requirement is that I send Cyber Dragon or a Cyber Dragon card from my deck or hand to the graveyard. I am going to send my Cyber Dragon Hurts to the graveyard, and it's going to hurt to know this card's effect. It allows me to be able to fetch a Cyber Dragon from my deck to my hand. So Zane Truesdale is getting foosdaled. That didn't make any sense, but it was really cool in my mind, though. I will then follow up by activating Cyber Rev System, allowing me to be able to special summon a Cyber Dragon to my side of the field. I'll choose the purest of pure, and then I'll use both of these monsters for an Exceed summon into Cyber Dragon Nova. And since I have a monster that does list Cyber Dragon in the graveyard, Hurts and Jormungandr are Cyber Dragon monsters, I can detach the Cyber Dragon to be able to summon it to my side of the field. I'll then activate Cybernetic Horizon, discarding my Cyber Dragon Core from my deck to the graveyard to be able to send a corresponding monster like Cyber Dragon Claw from my deck to the graveyard to allow me to add any Cyber monster from my deck to my hand, and I'm adding Noxter. Cyber Dragon Nova has already served its purpose. I'm going to make Cyber Dragon Infinity and slurp up the... no Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy. I am going to absorb the Nibiru the Primal Being to my Cyber Dragon monster.
I think you should lose 8,000 life points just for that.
I see you running. I see you running. Because I'm still going to summon out Cyber Dragon Noxter by discarding the Nibiru the Primal Being, using its effect to be able to special summon Cyber Dragon Jormungandr, and then using Jormungandr's other effect. By returning a Cyber Dragon monster to my hand, I can add the spell card. How do you say it? The one, the only, Polymerization. I'm then going to activate Polymerization, TJ. Let's play a guessing game. What do you think I'm fusion summoning into?
Let me think. Five-headed dragon. No, it can't be that. No. Lightning Darkness dragon. No, that's not that. I think Dragon Ruler's got that fusion card. No, they don't got a fusion.
I will fuse my Cyber Dragon, my Jormungandr, and my Noxter to be able to make Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. This card can attack 3 times and can destroy spell and trap cards on the field, which means Blue Eyes is down 1 game. Cyber Dragon, we up, boys. All right, big dog, let's make it a 2-0 scrape. Like, I know you remember that last game, the Dragon Maid versus Orcus, man. Come on, I'm trying to get my money back.
Okay, whatever you say, old man. Anyways, I'm going to start out with Primite Dragon Ether Barrel, and I know you know nothing about Prime because you out of it. I will get me a Lordy Load set to my field and activate it so I could get me a Drill Beam. And then, you know, I'm going to go ahead and use Wishes, discarding this Drill Beam to my graveyard.
Oh, you actually read card effects.
Read what?
Most Yu-Gi-Oh players don't know. Go ahead and search your cards.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Primite Drill Beam can reset itself to the side of the field. All you got to do is control an Aether Barrel. So easily, it's the prime card to send to the graveyard for a card like Wishes with the Eyes of Blue.
Well, we'll just go ahead and reset it right there.
Of course.
You know, right there, right there.
That's not how it's said, but go ahead.
I will then use my Ether Barrel for a Link Summon into Spirits with Eyes of Blue, which will get me a Mausoleum of White, and I'll immediately activate that Mausoleum of White.
That makes sense why you can't say right there. You're playing the white deck.
Yeah, white there, white there.
My God. I'm trying to end segregation, but you keep making it worse.
Bro, I'm playing Blue Eyes White Dragon.
All right, now you're about to lose.
I'm going to normal summon for a second time because of Mausoleum of White into a Sage with Eyes of Blue. And that's going to search me an effect failure. Negations. But first, Maiden of White will be able to place a True Light. Should have been True White, but you know. I will then go ahead and use my Mausoleum of White to be able to send a Blue Eyes, targeting my Spirit with Eyes of Blue. And that will go ahead and get sent to the graveyard. Spirit with Eyes of Blue will then summon to my side of the field a Blue Eyes White Dragon, and because Blue Eyes was summoned, Maiden of White would summon herself back as well. Then I'm going to go ahead and use a trusty little card and Roar the Blue-Eyed Dragons. This will summon a Jet Dragon to my side of the field because I already control a Blue Eyes. I'll then Synchro Summon with these two into a Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. And then I'm going to use a Magna Hut on my own Spirit. Magna Hut will search a Bestial monster at the end, but I'm going to go ahead and Link Summon into a Hieratic Seal Heavenly Spheres. And then I have yet to use my True Light.
You have yet to use your True Light.
That's crazy. I'll re-summon a Blue Eyes. I don't got any more cards to summon from the graveyard. You good for now. But I will summon a Spirit Dragon again, number 2. And then, well, that be my turn.
All right. I am proud of you. You actually made a combo sequence, I think, without cheating. And you did it well.
Yeah, without.
I'm going to go ahead and start off my turn by drawing 1 card. Now that I think your board's not done with cheating, I'll go into my standby phase and then
In your standby phase.
You're going to use Seals to bounce your own True Light?
No. I'm going to use True Light to summon a Blue Eyes from my graveyard.
Did you search with Bestial Magnum last turn? Freaking insane. That's crazy.
Hey,
wow.
Hey, how you
couldn't
let me,
even get he's
how you
cheating.
Let me cheat?
He's cheating.
How you let me cheat?
You know the crazy thing? What's really weird about Yu-Gi-Oh! And rulings is that we would both receive a warning.
Because you have to keep up game state just as much as I do.
Even if it's your card effects and you forgetting things. That's pretty dumb. I'm going to go into my main phase. Anything else?
I already did it.
I'm going to activate a spell card, Cells Ban. And with Cells Ban, I get to ban the cell of a certain monster. I'm going to ban the cell of It's blue. It has eyes. It's the Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit White Dragon.
It doesn't have white in it.
From here, I'm going to go ahead and, because you control a monster and I don't, I'll bring the oldie but goldie, Cyber Droldy.
No, I got a monster in the extra monster zone. I know how this goes.
Yeah, I figured. Oh, so why you make this fills in his first place?
Yeah. But because I bounced. Heavenly Seals.
Okay.
Which is going to get me a nice little monster. You know, I could have searched this, but, you know, Search of the Druid's Worm was better, so I'll just summon it from my deck.
That's insane, because you've already seen my Cyber Dragon.
Yeah.
So what will you do when I activate Clockwork Knight? Turning all monsters into
Into a banish.
Into a banish. There we go.
Yeah, you saw me search this, saw me set this.
Well, hey, I got to get you to start using effects, right?
No.
I'm going to go ahead and special summon my Cyber Dragon to my side of the field.
Absolutely.
And then because you still control monsters, I can special summon my Cyber Dragon,
Ash Blossom.
This whole effect says special summon this card, then taken. All right, well, I guess it does special summon from the deck. I'll keep it in my hand.
Yep.
But can you stop Cyber Dragon Core's effect?
I'm going to keep it a bean. You saw me search this.
I did see you search the effect Veiler. Now that you are done with all your monster effects, right?
Yeah.
I can cook.
Oh.
I'm in that zone. You already used Ash, so now I can activate Cybernetic Horizon, discarding my Jormungandr from my hand to the graveyard to be able to send my Cyber Dark Worm. Since I sent the Light in the Dark monster, I can add Cyber Dark Claw from my deck to my hand, but Cyber Dark Claw would immediately be used to be able to search me Cyber Dark Realm. Now we're going to go ahead and enter that Cyber Dark Realm using its effect to be able to add Cyber Dark Chimera, and then I'll use the effect of Cyber Dark Realm, granting me another normal summon into my Cyber Dark Chimera. From here, I will use my Cyber Dragon Core for a link summon into Clockwork Knight. And you know how this card effect is. It allows me to send the Cyber Dark Realm to be able to add Clockwork Knight. It's almost like I'm playing 3 Clockwork Knights in my deck.
But you already activated it.
Wait, what? All face-up monsters become machine, blah, blah, blah. Your opponent controls. You can discard 1 card, blah, blah, blah. You can only use this effect to Clockwork Knight much. You can only activate 1 Clockwork Knight. I'm being set up. I'm being set up.
How?
I'm being set
How?
up. You know what? I didn't even need that effect. I'm still going to cook you with some other Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Yep. I'm actually going to activate the effect of my Cyber Dark Chimera. By discarding the Clockwork Knight, I can add Crafty Bondis from my deck to my hand. Did I say that right? This is German. Hey, aren't you supposed to be German? I could have swore you were German. You're not German Italian.
I'm Icelandic.
You make good noodles. I can't say the other things on YouTube. From here, I will activate the effect of my Cyber Dark Worm, and that will get banished by the Druid. You can't even use the spirit just to. All right. Well, there you go.
Yep.
It's been a long day without you, my friend. I will use Clockwork Knight and Cyber Dark Chimera for a link summon.
Okay.
There is Cybernetic Horizon is locking me into missions. I'll link summon into Sky Striker Ace Azalea.
What's your target for destruction?
Bestial Baldrake.
Bestial Baldrake?
Bestial Baldrake.
Well, luckily you do get to keep your Azalea if I wasn't ready to just tribute a card to banish it.
I'm so sick, brother. This is really pissing me off here. I'm now going to activate my Crafty Bondis. Okay? Crafty Bondis allows me to be able to fusion summon using cards from my hand and field, but since I activated the effect of Cyber Dark Chimera, I can use monsters from my graveyard.
Not so fast.
What do you mean not so fast?
I'm going to go ahead and use one of these Spirit Dragons.
To do what?
To be able to summon an Azure Silver Dragon.
Oh my god, I thought you were summoning something important. Alright, that's fine. That's fine.
This is important! Shh. Oh.
Yes, sir. It's important as you want it to be. It is amazing. It's you.
Yep.
I will banish my Cyber Dragon Jormungandr, which is always treated as Cyber Dragon in the graveyard, and my Cyber Dragon Core, which is also ironically treated as Cyber Dragon in the graveyard. Well, you're making me get rid of my materials here to be able to summon out my powerful Cyber Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon does a really good thing here. It allows me to be able to destroy 2 spell or trap cards on the field. My targets are going to be that Mausoleum of the White and that true light to your side of the field, which use your true light's effect, big dog.
I will.
Yeah.
And they're
your
protected.
monsters go. Wait, what?
Azure.
There's no way. Azure at least gets rid of the Druid Swarm, right?
Nope.
Neither player can target dragon monsters you currently control. Also, they cannot be destroyed. Oh, get this card out of my
And then
face.
you destroyed some cards. So, Jet Dragon.
How'd your board get stronger?
You destroyed cards.
Unfortunately for you, my Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon has a crazy ability. It allows me to send any 2 light machine monsters from my deck to the graveyard. This time around, my cards of choice will be Cyber Dragon Noxter and Cyber Dragon Urumagonder. And last time I checked, your monsters can still be destroyed by battle, right?
Yeah.
Well, my Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon, because of Power Bond, is 4,200 attack points. So I'll be using my Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon to attack into your Azure Eyes and your Blue Eye Spirit Dragon.
Ah. All right. I lose my monsters, and that's your turn, right?
No, it actually gets worse to my main phase 2. Because I happen to have 2 level 5 monsters to my side of the field, I can use them for an Exceed summon into my Cyber Dragon Nova. Cyber Dragon Nova allows me to then detach a material to special summon any Cyber Dragon monster from my graveyard to my side of the field. Do you know what I'm summoning?
Cyber Dragon.
Yes, you're right. I'm summoning Cyber Dragon Noxter, which is Cyber Dragon, to allow me to be able to special summon Urumagonder back to my side of the field. I'll then follow up by using my Cyber Dragon Nova for an Exceed summon into Cyber Dragon Infinity, and I'm going to use my Urmagonder's effect. It allows me to return the Noxter from my deck to my, or from my field to my hand, then to be able to add a polymerization from my deck to my hand. I'll then follow up by activating polymerization, fusing 2 light machine monsters to be able to fusion summon into Hailsfarog Cyber Dragon Copycat to my side of the field.
Cyber Dragon.
Cyber Dragon Copycat, big dog.
Heos Varog?
Who?
Heos Varog?
Why do you know this? Say right there.
Right there.
He doesn't say it right. He still doesn't say it right. Take your turn, dog. That's all I got.
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
Oh, you know it's the end phase, and I get an ether barrel back.
That's not how it works. You're trying to cheat again. It's during your standby phase, is it not?
Draw?
Oh, yeah. See, he's already cheating, Chad. He's already cheating.
So I get my ether barrel back in my standby phase. I will then, well,
yeah, you can scoop.
There's no reason not to do this right here, right now.
Okay.
I will link summon into Alina and use Druid's Worm to try to send.
I'm pretty sure this card has when your opponent activates a spell or trap card or I'm using my Cyber Dragon Infinity to be able to negate your
Druid's Worm.
Your Druid's Worm.
Ah.
Now I activate a spell card so I can feel good about myself.
Let me go ahead and just use Lina here. Lina effect.
What you taking?
Can I see your graveyard?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't want you to.
Oh, dark.
Bro, Cyber Dragon is light, you goofball.
I will take your Cyber Dragon.
There's like 3 Cyber Dragons that you passed over there. Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably like what you would see when you're saying right there without the hard R, or with the hard R.
Whatever you gotta do, right? Anyways, I'm gonna null summon Ether Barrel and use Ether Barrel's effect. We good?
All right, we're good. It only stops spells and traps.
Oh. I'll go ahead and activate a Primate Lordy Load to be able to search another Primate card.
What are you searching? Sure.
All right.
I don't.
I will get a second copy of Drill Beam.
There's no fucking way. Who told this bum to play 2 Drill Beams?
Drill Beam?
I'm negating it. I'm negating it.
I'm negating it. As you should.
Here's 2 light machine monsters. My last 2 light machine monsters. It's negated.
You know, I can only use each of its effects once. So since I got a Primate here, just reset it. You know, I still have this True Light here.
Oh, it's in your graveyard.
Maiden of White.
You're going to use Maiden of White.
To be able to place it back, and then we're going to go ahead and use True Light here. This will allow me to go ahead and set to my side of the field. I will set to my side of the field a Majesty of White Dragons. And then, you know, we got some effects.
What effects?
Well, I can go ahead and use this True Light, which can summon me back a Blue Eyes.
Whoa. You just used True Light's effect to set, sir. You're trying to... Hey, yo!
I did.
Yo!
But it's cool. We play Spirit for that reason.
Yeah, I guess it didn't matter.
Yeah, summon Blue Eyes. And then because I summoned the Blue Eyes, I could summon a Maiden of White.
Okay.
And I'm going to Synchro Summon. into another blue-eye spirit dragon.
Place 3. Why am I not surprised?
And then,
Why am I not surprised?
you know, I'm going to just go ahead and move into my battle phase. I'll just go ahead and attack over your Infinity Dragon.
Infinity is 2,300, so...
And then how much defense is that?
It has a lot.
Never mattered. Ancient Fairy attack over it.
Why did you waste that?
And then 21, 1850.
Oh, I guess you got me there. You got it. You in freaking sane. All right, big dog, you won't believe this. I'm going first. Yes, sir. Ho ho! You didn't see that one coming.
I cited for second.
Yep.
JK always got the right Gekkies.
I hate it here. I'm going to go ahead and start off my turn by normal summoning Cyber Dragon Core and activating its effect. That's in freaking sane, the effect Veiler.
Absolutely.
TJ, what's your favorite card?
Call by. No, not call by. Teleport. Emergency teleport.
I remember you did this to me twice in one game in a duel challenge. Twice in one match.
Oh.
I'm going to return the favor. Triple Tactics talent to look at your hand. That is insane. Get rid of the Ash Blossom. So it's Niv. I got to play around Niv?
Mm-hmm.
All right, for sure. I'm then going to go ahead and activate Cyber Dark Realm. Do you have any responses?
No.
I'm going to use Cyber Dark Realm to be able to add the... Where's that card? Cyber Dark Chimera from my deck to my hand. All right, this is summon 2 when I normal summon Cyber Dark Chimera for Cyber Dark Realm. I'll use my Cyber Dark Core for a link summon into Clockwork Knight. That's summon 3. I'll use my Clockwork Knight to be able to send my Cyber Dark Realm to be able to set a card to my side of the field. The card that, or I'm sorry, add a card from my deck to my hand. I'm going to add Clockwork Knight from my deck to my hand. I'll then use the Cyber Dark Chimera, discarding the Clockwork Knight, to be able to add Power Bond from my deck to my hand. This card's still really good for the going first play.
Oh.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Summon number 4, I will link these 2 monsters off into an SP Little Knight and trigger the effect of my Cyber Dark Chimera to be able to send from the deck to the graveyard. You ready to use that, Dip?
Absolutely.
You are?
Yep.
Ah, for sure. I am going to send my Cyber Dark Worm as my target. And then I will activate my Clockwork Knight. By banishing it and discarding Cyber Dragon from my hand, I can add Therion King Regulus. Summon number 5 is I'm going to activate the effect of Therion King Regulus, targeting my Clockwork Knight.
Yeah.
Anything here?
No.
I'm going to use the effect of my Cyber Dark Worm, special summoning itself to the side of the field.
That's where I'd try to nip.
Yeah, I'll just Therion King Regulus and negate that card effect. It stays in your hand. You keep that. You hold on to that card, all right, bro?
I will. I'm going
Right.
to discard it later.
Hold it on for next turn.
I'm going to discard it.
You're going to discard it?
Yep.
All right, for sure. Well, Cyber Dark Worm allows me to be able to get Cyber Dark Realm, which is the card I would have originally discarded for my Clockwork Knight, but now that I've seen Nib, I already know what gooning you own. And of course, I apologize for Cyber Dark Worm. I had to send a Cyber Dragon monster from my deck to the graveyard. It never would have changed. It would have been Cyber Dragon Hertz. Now, Hertz will then use its effect to be able to add Cyber Dragon from my deck to my hand. And if you ain't fusing, you're losing. Power Bond allows me to be able to fuse the Hertz in my graveyard and the Cyber Dragon in my hand to be able to special summon Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. Using the effect of Rampage Dragon, I can send 2 Light Machine monsters from my deck to the graveyard. That's going to be my Jormungandr. And I will also be sending from my deck to the... Where's that other card? I don't see it. Wait. Oh. Thought I cited it out for a second. I'll send Cyber Dragon Naxter to my graveyard. I'll use these 2 monsters for an XC summon into Cyber Dragon Nova. Cyber Dragon Nova detaching a material to special summon Naxter. Naxter special summoning my Cyber Dragon Jormungandr to my side of the field. And then Jormungandr not doing anything before I make Infinity.
Okay, buddy.
Jormungandr bounces my Naxter to be able to add Polymerization from my deck to my hand. And then that said Polymerization allows me to be able to fuse the Naxter and the Jormungandr into the, what'd you call it? Hailsberg or something like that?
He's Varog.
Bro, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
He's Varog.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. All right, I'll use the effect of Mechanical Dawn to be able to add a fusion card from my graveyard to the hand during the end phase,
Mechanical
which is right
Dawn.
now. I'll add that card to my hand, and then I'll pass it back to you.
All right, I will draw for turn. All right, during my turn, nip.
You had me going. You had me going.
I tried. But I will start out my turn by normal summoning Prime My Ether Barrel.
You use an effect?
Absolutely.
I will SP Little, knighted it away.
Ah, that's crazy. Whatever will I do by setting this Lordy load?
Well, you don't have a dragon monster to be able to use for a link summon into your monster, and you don't have the field spell.
Oh,
so not
no. Whatever will I do?
much. Bro, you acting like you can do much here.
I'm going to activate Lordy load.
Yeah, I will. You have one free card in your hand that I don't know of. You're going crazy right now. The activation of Lordly Load is fine.
I get to search?
Yes, you do.
Oh my god, I will get a drill beam. And then,
Come on.
I'm gonna activate this drill beam.
All right, what you revealing? That's insane. Oh, wow. It's pretty good. I'm going to negate it, obviously. Come on, dog. Obviously, we're stopping that right there.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
That's crazy how that works.
Yeah, it is.
You know what else is crazy? Wishes.
We're definitely negating the wishes. All right, what's that last card in your hand? I forgot. It's a Lowly Load, huh? So you know I have a Cyber Dragon core to be able to. Yeah, boy, the streak continues. I'm a dog.
Thank you guys for watching. If you want to see Callie get more custom cards from Konami directly, make sure you guys watch these videos right here. And make sure you check us out in the future videos.
They don't know how much I spent, but I did a lot for you guys.
He admits to cheating.
I did not cheat yet.